Now, only in the last maybe 18 months has this become extremely prominent in the Irish fitness industry. I hold my hands up. I've done it myself. But that's coming from me having my own issues and my own eating disorders. And not a lot of people do know, but those people who are close to me know that I've struggled with eating and eating disorders for a few years now, whereby I would go through, phases of starving myself, going no carb, and then just binging and going crazy. So just wanted to give you guys a little example of how I struggled when I was doing my last competition prep in October 2014. It was October 2014, so I was going for the Nationals, the RIBBF, and at the time Brian Hickey was coaching me. Now this is something that I never told Brian, so it's entirely my fault, so I can't expect him to, take any of the blame for it. This was entirely on me, and this was my choice. So my body actually reacted extremely quickly to the nutritional protocol that he had me on. So I was nearly ready, what I thought was ready for the competition a month out, but I was getting very lean very quick, essentially, and we therefore went and put in a cheat meal pretty much every 3 days because I was getting that lean that quick. Now, with that, I was doing, now a cheat meal, when I say a cheat meal, Leanne will tell you, to the point where I had to sleep in our spare room for fear of me puking all over Leanne because I gorged that much and because I binged that much. But then the following day, I would pretty much fast for the entire day and then do a session of cardio in the morning and a session of cardio in the evening. Now, tell me that's not fucked up. That's actually something that I've never really told anybody but Leanne, but there you go. So that was my little thing. And it almost seems like, and from what I've learned from some of my clients that have had eating disorders in the past, is that that's your little element of control. That's your little element of nobody else knows this. Nobody else does this but me. And it feels like, it's a separate person to you that's taking over, which is quite strange. And just that little sort of voice in the back of your head that says, yeah, that's okay, when in turn, it's fucking not. So, back to eating disorders and mindset, and I suppose a healthy mindset. What I would do, or what I've done in the last while, is use an app called Headspace. Now I'll put the link below, and basically is a meditation app. You get it for your iPhone or Android, and it takes 10 minutes a day. Just take 10 minutes before you jump on Facebook, Instagram, fucking Twitter, whatever you jump on in the morning. Take 10 minutes yourself, and it makes the world of difference. Set your mind up, set your head up, and it just puts you in a better position overall. What I'm seeing more on Instagram and stuff like that is all these people popping fucking colouring books up like it's nobody's business. I'm like, genuinely, it feels like the whole gluten intolerance thing, like everybody's self-diagnosing anxiety, when in turn, if you actually have anxiety, go and see a doctor. Get them to help you. You're not a psychologist, so go and get them to help you if you truly need help with anxiety disorders. Like, don't sit there colouring and thinking that this is going to help. Colouring and those distractions only help so much with those types of things, but then it becomes out of your control and it becomes something that you're not qualified enough to deal with. So that's why we seek help. It's the same as you go to a mechanic, your car is broken, you don't just go, fuck it, I'll give it a shot and fix it myself. You get a mechanic to do it. So mindset is huge, absolutely huge. just going back over the eating disorder thing. I've seen a lot of people in social media in Ireland that have had eating disorders or have struggled with eating, binging, starving themselves, doing fad diets, doing juice cleanses, and all of a sudden now, you know, they're going for a fucking bikini competition. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Like, if I was the parents of these guys and girls, I would just be like, what are you doing? You're literally setting yourself up for a relapse. With these types of things, eating disorders and all that type of stuff, like, if you're doing a bodybuilding competition which requires minuscule detail, devoting your entire life for 5 minutes on stage where you may not get the result that you want, it's fucking suicide. Absolute suicide. Like, genuinely, if I had known now what I did when I went for my last competition, I wouldn't have went for it. I would have got myself into a better mind space, set myself with a good support system, and went for it with a clear vision and goal in mind, rather than going for it because I had no other goals and because I felt out of shape, or I felt like I don't have rock solid abs. Like, one thing I've listened to recently was Danny Lennon's podcast, and it's Sigma Nutrition. I'll also put the links below. And basically one of the top physique coaches in the world, called Alberto Nunez. Now you can check him out. He is on 3DM, I can't remember the name, I think it's 3DM J Muscle or something like that, but it's 3D Muscle Journey, that's what it is. And basically he is like the top natural physique coach on earth, absolutely shredded to the bone and serious Nick, and he does it if it fits your macros diet. Now with his, when I was listening to the podcast, he was saying that we need to learn to live in our off-season bodies, which completely resonated with me, and I'm sure it does with a lot of other people. We really need to learn to live and love our off-season bodies, or the bodies that we have when we're not in tip-top shape, because it's a finite amount of the year where we're in that peak condition. So if you don't love your body and like yourself and like what you're looking at in the mirror for the rest of the year, here is going to be fucked. So that's something that I'm working on at the minute. So hopefully that kind of covers a little bit of what my, I suppose, take and opinion is on mindset and eating disorders and stuff like that. If you do have an eating disorder, proper eating disorder, or you think a friend has an eating disorder, please recommend them to somebody who knows what they're fucking doing, rather than, you know, trying to coach them through it, or if you see somebody, or if you feel like somebody has anxiety, don't hand them a fucking colouring book. Genuinely recommend that they should go and talk to somebody about it, because sitting colouring and sitting in your house like a hermit, what do you think that's going to do? Breed more anxiety. When you go out into social situations, breeds more anxiety. When you go out to a party or a friend's house and there's loads of people there, crowded area, more anxiety. If you have these disorders, eating, mentality, mindset, psychological disorders, go see a professional. It is genuinely okay to see somebody. It doesn't mean you're mental. It doesn't mean you're going off your head. It just means that we have an issue that we want to deal with head on, and we're strong enough to accept that we have that issue, and we're strong enough to seek help. So that is my little rant. Hopefully it gets across a couple of little points for you guys to see where mentality, mindset should be or could be. But that's really it, yeah. I'm gonna just die for the last 20 minutes on this cross trainer, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like it, because it does get that out there more. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Fly, and follow me on Snapchat if you're on there too. My handle is Aaronsmythpt. Apologies just before I go any further, I didn't get to get my ab workout done because I'm actually filming a workout with Leanne and OH Fitness, Siobhan O'Hagan, now in the gym, so I had to get back, get a shower, get some food and be ready for 11 o'clock to film them in FlyFit. That will be up this week on our YouTube channel. Also, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up of the book actually that helped me through my little sort of, I suppose, shitty part with food, was the Chimp Paradox. It's like a book that sort of teaches you about sort of the different parts of your brain and how they react, and it tells you how to just basically deal with, like, I suppose, the emotional side of eating and all of that type of shit. So the Chimp Paradox helped me extremely well with I suppose binge eating, and I suppose mindset really. So yeah, again, hope you guys liked this video, and obviously I said subscribe and blah 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 and all the crack before, but hopefully you get to read that book, and let me know if you do. Let me know in the comment section if you did like this video, if you didn't like it, either way, good, bad or indifferent. Please do let me know your feedback, and I'll catch you guys soon.